You've probably heard that education is in the top 5 export industries in Australia and that last year $48 billion was earned by Australia and its universities. But it's simply not true. While it's convenient for university vice-chancellors and immigration ministers to quote this figure to justify increasing international student enrolments, international students are more likely to be a student import than an export. Once upon a time, when international student numbers were low and study periods were short, the Australian Bureau of Statistics decided that international students should be treated like tourists and other temporary visa holders. They come, they bring cash with them to spend, and they don't earn money in Australia, so all of the expenditure is an export. This is where the myth began. They just made it convenient and easier. The numbers were small, but more recently, the ABS has divided this expenditure into tuition fees and goods and services. In the last year, $17 billion was paid in tuition fees and $31 billion was paid in goods and services. Those tuition fees, 2/3 of those fees are onshore students applying for a second course. That's not money coming from back home, that's money earned in Australia. Those goods and services are predominantly rent, food, clothing, etc. Sure, international students bring some money with them, but they need to satisfy the 2-year study requirement. They aren't bringing $100K with them for 2 years living expenses. They are working, and those wages are not export income, but the ABS is counting them as such. At best, the $48 billion, around $6 to $7 billion, is an actual export of foreign money. But what do international students do with their money? It's being remitted back home. We can see that in 2023, $9 billion was remitted out of Australia by migrants. And when we graph student visa numbers with migrant remittance, surprise, 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 net remittances are up to $8 billion a year US dollars. So if we're bringing in $6 to $7 billion and sending out $10 billion, yeah, we are importing education and it's a cost to the economy. Or taxpayers are paying to educate international students. Have a great day.